Ready, start. As he races to clinch the Republican Party's presidential nomination, Donald Trump is intensifying the outreach to America's Christian nationalists. At a speech last week to the Christian Broadcasters Convention in Nashville, Tennessee, Trump promised to protect and defend Christian values against the onslaught of the liberal left that wants to tear down crosses. Quoting repeatedly from the Bible and invoking God, Trump promised to use the full power of the White House to end the persecution of Christians and put Christian values at the center of American political life. With your help and God's grace, the great revival of America begins on November 5th, he said. Christian conservatives and radicals of different kinds have long been part of US electoral politics. This is election season. They are melding into a powerful political stream that seeks to make America a Christian nation. Although there is no single platform and agreed agenda, several demands stand out. Christian nationalists would like to push and end the separation of church and state, push back against LGBTQ rights, abolish abortion rights, counter what they see as ultra liberal hegemony over educational institutions, and reverse the rising tide of immigration into the US. The rise of Christian nationalism in the US and its growing resonance across the Western world is likely to open some interesting intersections with the BJP and the Indian government in the widely expected third term of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Traditionally, India has had little engagement with the Christian political formations in the US and the West. That has begun to change in the last few years as many of these conservative forces reach out to the BJP. But first, to our four paradoxes of Christian nationalism in the US. One is the unlikely warmth between Trump and the Christian nationalists. Trump certainly does not come across as a man of pity. In 2016, Trump was not the preferred candidate among Republicans. It is a relationship that has grown big since then. Trump has rightly claimed credit for his administration's record in appointing conservative judges to the US Supreme Court and challenging liberals on a range of issues. Today, many Christian nationalists fervently believe that Trump is the chosen one on a divine mission to deliver America back to Christ. Christian nationalists hope to make America pray again, which works well with Trump's promise to make America great again. Second is the tensions between the formal secularism of the US Constitution and the traditional centrality of religion in the fabric of American polity. The US Constitution does not establish a state religion, but Christianity has remained an important factor throughout its history. Going back to the early 17th century, John Winthrop, the founder of the Massachusetts colony, invoked the Bible to describe it as a city on a hill in convent with God. The first settlers were eventually described as Pilgrim Fathers. In the mid 1950s, the US added "under God" to the loyalty oath and made "In God We Trust" the country's official motto. In the 2000s, George W. Bush promoted faith-based initiatives to complement social welfare programs. The last few years have seen a steady spread of Christian nationalist ideology among the lower courts, state legislatures, and local governments. Stop.